Proverbs 24:19 says, "Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked." I will admit right off the bat that this is one proverb that I struggle with. I understand it clearly enough, but my problem comes with obedience. Sometimes I find myself fretting over the wicked, evil people in politics and religion and even in my own community, and sometimes family and friends. It just seems to be so constant, so pervasive. And I'm just being honest about my feelings here. It seems like God puts up with too much of it. And he's too patient and long-suffering with the wicked. Of course, I didn't feel that way when he was dealing with me. And of course, God isn't too patient or long-suffering. He just has a divine amount of it. And when we look back on things, we've always seen that his judgments are perfect. And yes, his timing is even perfect. But that doesn't change the reality that in the here and now, this proverb is a real struggle for me and a lot of other people, the honest people for the most part, listening to this devotional. Fret not thyself because of evil men. First, what does it mean to fret? We have to make sure we understand what's going on and what's being said here. And the word fret means to be vexed or troubled. You're so disgusted and angered and sickened that it affects your mood, maybe even your appetite or your ability to sleep. You can tell by looking at me that my appetite isn't really affected, but I do, let things keep me up at night. And I get this trait from my mother. She used to be up all alone at night from time to time, and there were a few times, that she would eat something and it may have upset her stomach, or maybe had too much caffeine or sugar and it kept her awake. But sometimes it was the wicked that had her up past her bedtime. She'd be troubled by something going on. It could be a number of things, including her own children. And I know that I was the cause of many sleepless nights for my mom in the mid to late 80s. But I also remember what Mom would do about it, especially when it was some person in her life who was troubling her. She would get out her King James Bible and read it, and she would pray about it. And soon after, then, she would be able to, sleep peacefully. I actually cheat a little bit. When the wicked have my adrenaline going with disgust and anger or some other spiritually related thing, like people suffering or lost souls self-destructing that I'm praying for, world events, or just wicked people doing wicked things, I pray, but then I put on Alexander Scorby to read the King James Bible to me on my phone, or I put on a related sermon or audio book, or sometimes I just put on good gospel music. Sometimes I just choose to lay there in my bed and praise the Lord in my mind. I don't want to wake up my wife. And then I'll play music that praises the Lord, and then songs about the rapture and heaven, or songs about seeing Jesus face to face in his glory. But the bottom line is that fretting is a choice. And we can choose to give it to the Lord in prayer and then focus our minds on him. And I believe that's really the only right way to obey our proverb, and fret not thyself because of evil men. We can't fix other people. And as the prophet Jeremiah shows us, before the people rejected his counsel, and they said, "We will not hear thee," but he told them how to find rest for their souls, and I believe he was telling them how he did so. In Jeremiah 6:16, where he said, "Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." They rejected that counsel. Jeremiah, like us, couldn't make people do anything. But we can take his counsel and follow his example. And of course, Jesus said in Matthew 11:29, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls." It's just all about us choosing to do things God's way.